Hello, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Miss Miles. I am the Head of Faculty for Humanities and I am a Geography Specialist. So today I'm going to talk to you about the Geography GCSE course so that you can decide whether it is a potential option for you. You do have, of course, your booklet that you've been given with all my contact information on. So if you have any questions, feel free to get in contact. So I'm going to start off today by showing you a quote by Barack Obama. I love this quote because Barack Obama points out that geography is not just about learning places, but it's about understanding the complexity of our world. And I think that's what you need to understand when choosing geography as an option, is we look at lots of key questions and big geographical issues and we explore how complex things are. Okay, so that is a really good kind of idea behind the course there. If you study GCSE geography, these are some of the things you will study. Okay, I've put these up here because they're lots of words you will recognise from Key Stage 3 and you'll be familiar with a lot of these things. So just to give you an indication of these things basically come up again at Key Stage 4. Specifically, you have 3 examinations. They are all 1 hour and 30 minutes long, but they cover different things. So paper 1 has hazardous earth in it. That is your volcanoes, your earthquakes, typhoons, climate change. It has development dynamics, which is looking at the different levels of development around the world, the development gap between the rich and the poor, and how countries try and improve their development. And then section C is the challenges facing the urbanising world. So this is the growth of megacities around the world and the challenges that it creates. Component 2, which is paper 2, looks at the UK in particular. So we'll look at the UK's physical landscape, the UK's human landscape, and then we conduct some field work in the UK. So we go to Milton Keynes and we do a city study, and then we go to Amersham and we do a river study. In this paper, you have to answer questions about the UK, but also about your fieldwork. So you need to be confident in talking about how you collect data, present data, measure data, all sorts of things like that. Paper 3 is called Making Geographical Decisions. And this is my favourite topic because in this paper you get a booklet in the exam about a geographical issue. You have to answer questions on the 3 topics that are there: people and the biosphere, forest under threat, and consuming energy resources. And then you will make a geographical decision using all the sources in front of you. It is testing your ability to use sources, use data, but also to use that FART technique, which I've introduced to you this year. Okay, so why study geography? Geography is one of those subjects that prepares you for any future employment or study. Of course, you could go on and do A-level geography or degree level geography, but actually it prepares you for anything because the skills involved in geography are so broad, they are very appealing to future employers and further education. So there's a list of things here to give you an idea that basically we do things that are mathematical, we use ICT. The English skills are probably one of the most important skills at GCSE geography because the longer answer questions are the ones that are worth more in the exam and therefore affect your grade the most. So lots of analysing and evaluating. But we also have links to politics, economics, business, and of course, lots of science. There are loads of physical processes that you have to learn the science behind them. Okay, so I mentioned the fieldwork. It's important that you know when taking GCSE geography that these 2 days of fieldwork are compulsory. You do have to complete them to achieve your grade at GCSE. We do them locally so that there is less cost involved. We go to Milton Keynes and we go to Amersham. So they're quite local, but they are compulsory. Students will plan the fieldwork that they then go out and collect. They'll present it, evaluate their data. So again, some maths, ICT, and English. Now we go to Amersham on purpose because there's a field study centre there with lots of experts in field studies and lots of resources there that the students can access. So they get a real opportunity to use computer software and programming stuff that they wouldn't necessarily be able to use elsewhere. Students then use this information in their paper 2 exam to answer questions about data collection, data analysis, but also they are asked questions about fieldwork they haven't done as well, what we call unseen fieldwork. and therefore they need to understand the whole process so that they can apply it to anything. Now, in the current situation going on in the world, the current year 11 are actually only having unseen fieldwork questions at the moment. So there's a lot of stuff out there that we will be using in our lessons to kind of prepare for that. Field trips that are foreign. So we are going to start running foreign field trips from 2022. The plan is that we will run one annually in around about the February, just before the February half term. The plan is to go to the Azores, Iceland and Italy and potentially Switzerland, and have them on a kind of rotation basis. Of course, these will be offered out to GCSE geography students first, because every single one of these trips offers them an opportunity to study different aspects of the course. Okay? So they're very good at enriching the programme. These are non-compulsory trips, optional to enrich the curriculum if you're interested. And I just want you to leave you with some questions. If you find yourself wondering what's going on in the world, why is that happening? What's the future going to be like? What will the cities look like? Are people going to cope with this? All sorts of things like that. These are the big questions we explore at GCSE Geography. And if you're wondering those, then geography is definitely the subject for you. Geography, like all GCSEs, is challenging, involves lots of different skills that will be difficult to you at some time. However, if you enjoy it, then you're going to be willing to work at it. So if you are one of these people that find these things really interesting and are willing to work hard for the next couple of years, then this is definitely the subject for you. Thank you for listening. Please send me any questions if you have any.